I see. Just hold on in that case. Let me call out my PIN. It is 1.
Uncle, please stop.
Stop what?
You're giving someone else your personal identification number PIN?
Not someone else. It's from my bank.
Please hang up, Uncle. That's a fraudster.
That's not true. But they call out my full name. I am sure this is from my bank.
Uncle, no bank is ever going to call you to ask for your personal identification number PIN, your mobile banking password, or your card verification code, CVC.
But it sounded so genuine.
Yes, hackers and fraudsters always sound genuine. But please, Uncle, don't fall for their bait. Don't respond to any phony emails, text message, SMS, and don't click on any link you're not sure of.
Even if they call your date of birth or your BVN, don't give them your security details.
If you suspect any issue with your account, please go to your bank.
Oh, I see.
This message is from the Central Bank of Nigeria.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This season calls for sober reflection. Reflection about our attitude. Reflection about our relationship with friends, neighbors, and relatives. Reflection about peace, love, and the unity of our country, Nigeria. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your King. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And so from all of us here at the National Orientation Agency, River State, Nigeria, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Happy New Year.
Don't forget, drive safe, stay safe. COVID-19 is real. Protect yourself and your loved ones. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Security is everybody's responsibility. If you see something, say something. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Everybody protect government property in your community. Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hello youth, stay off drugs and substance abuse. Share love and not drugs. Merry Christmas and happy drug-free New Year.
As we marry, don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure. Spend wisely. See you in 2022. Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Take responsibility. Say no to sexual and gender-based violence. We wish you Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
And a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And it's joy from all of us out here at the National Orientation Agency, River State, Nigeria. I would like to say that we love you. So Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year to you. God bless you.
The Akinfade Foundation, in partnership with the National Orientation Agency, with support from MacArthur Foundation.
Greetings, viewers. You're welcome to Eloy River State Dialogue, a weekly sensitization program of the National Orientation Agency, River State. The month of December is a month that is associated with loads and myriads of issues, ranging from security issues and other issues. The month is associated with and characterized with a lot of travels, a lot of activities, and these activities has, moved into a situation where people and goods have to change places, and this has resulted, into myriads of security issues and other issues like increase in road accidents, increase in crimes and criminalities. So at this point, it becomes expedient for the National Orientation Agency to sensitize the citizen on how to stay safe within the period of the Yuletide. Hence, the topic, Unitide and neighborhood security. Like it's usual, I'm not alone for this all-important conversation. On my far left, I have our State Director, Young Ayatomno, is a regular on the River State Dialogue. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you, viewers.
And on my immediate left, I have Honorable Ernest Roland Douglas. He is a consultant, career guidance and counseling, and also a public analyst and a social commentator. Honorable, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you, and good morning, viewers.
And on my immediate right, I have the able Prince Amatare Bibialade, Commander Job Vigilante. You're welcome, sir, once again.
Happy to be in the studio, sir.
And my name is Abiye Senebo. I am the Community Orientation and Mobilization Officer at Butoro Local Government Area. And I am the anchor for today. Viewers at home, please feel free to be part of this conversation as you send in your comments, views, and questions. Today we're going to rather start on a lighter note. I want to ask, have you ever really think why is it that Nigerians will wait until the Yuletide and everybody want to fix their activities during the Yuletide? Let me start with you. That is more like an open question. It's not a security, or security. Let me start with you. Why would people wait? During the Yuletide, that is when everybody wants to do marriage. That's when everybody wants to do all kinds of activity. Why is it? Why is this so?
Guys, the year is a period of times, it's a period of seasons, and at the beginning of the year, naturally, with the way things are done concerning seasons, at that point in time, people may have spent some of the resources that are associated with periods like this, especially the Yuletide. Now, at the beginning of the year, you see people trying to accumulate. In fact, the year begins with New Year resolutions, and towards the end of the year, it's a time to actually measure, to take account of what has come in, and also to see expenditures are beginning to peak at that point in time, and people begin to look at the resolutions that they made at the beginning of the year, the ones that are prioritized to take place later in the year, when some accumulation must have been done through business, through career, through one thing or the other, or one professional undertaking or the other. So at that point in time, at least there has been some resources that have been accumulated, and people can actually measure what they have achieved. And so they leave celebrations like that towards the end of the year, when that is why I see from the last quarter of the year filled with a number of activities.
Before I come to your thoughts, I guess it's a period to show off in our rural areas, villages, and so we are how far the struggle has paid off. Honorable, what's your own view? Why this attitude of postponing everything until the Yuletide, and then you see this kind of madness on our road? Everybody wants to enter the road at the same time. We see this easy situation everywhere, promotion, the road accident increasing, crime and criminality on the rise. Why? What's it?
I will ascribe it partly through being traditional. It has become some kind of culture, and that narrative has run decades. Quite a lot of us, depending on which perspective you look at it, whether from the religious angle or from the political angle or from social or economic angle, you find that the first quarter, second quarter of every year are periods of getting back yourself and putting yourself on the proper perspective. But towards the third and the final year is when you want to review how far you have come and the target you've set, have you been able to accomplish it? And then some other activities that you couldn't really, overcome. You just find out that, well, that's the period where you're going to get, a larger number of people because they just feel it's a time to unwind and also a time to network with relations, with friends, and also the neighborhood. That's the way I'm seeing it.
Prince, what's your take on this?
Just like what you have said and other speakers have said, it is an injury time in the football match where sometimes you don't see footballers who don't even take the ball very seriously. And that injury time, you know that this is a time where if you miss the target, you will know where to be found. So everybody wants to use that. Even criminals also want to take advantage of that injury time. And most funny aspect of it, the criminals know the importance of this youth-type period more than even
the kind is when people have loaded their pockets, they struggle a bit. So this is the time to rub them off. How wonderful it is. Shall we? Let me just put this to you. Please, I'll take you on this. What is neighborhood security? What we are discussing, security, and we are narrowing down to neighborhood security. What is neighborhood security, and what is it all about? From experience,
First, no community can drive very well without that environment being a crime-free environment. No sustainable development can come into a community, can come into a state, to a nation, if that community is loaded with criminal activities. And the neighborhood security is me and you. For instance, I am the major agitator, protector, and promoter of community policing because I see the importance of it and I see it working. I took inventory in the environment we live. Some environments don't even have the presence of police. Sometimes even when I drive Port Harcourt around, I see where even if he happens to give an information to a policeman, the policeman cannot trace that environment. It means that me and you, we are supposed to protect, we are supposed to guide, we are supposed to police the neighborhood. Because without we, the neighborhood will not be there. And for us to effectively make that environment to be crime-free, that is where the neighborhood security becomes very necessary and very important. Because, for instance, this place is closer to the police, but there are some areas that are not close to the police. So that is where the call for neighborhood policing becomes very necessary. It's unfortunate that we don't even encourage it. But that is the only working tool. Why is it a working tool? Because at that particular time, you see things that are happening. But the police, the security agencies, they are not there to see things happening. So when you see things happen, if those things are contrary or contradicting, you have to notify the police and give useful information. Or you have to also go in before the arrival of the police. So neighborhood policing is me and you taking care of our environment, making our environment to be crime-free.
Okay, in a sense,
professional bodies and all of those student bodies and the communities available. Okay. There has been one recurring problem that almost every stakeholder kept, emphasizing, and that is equity, justice, and transparency. Okay. Equity, justice, transparency, and fair play. That has been a recurring demand, that is at the roots, that is at the base of the insecurity problems we have in this country, especially in this part of South. So when a people cannot trust you to be equitable, what does it mean to be equitable? We have 5 naira you have 4 children, you want to share 5 naira among your 4 children. You are able to say, okay, A, B, C, take 1 naira each, and I will keep 1 naira to myself, so that there will be no inequity. So equity, or if you like, call it equity, it has to do with the extent to which you are fair when administering the resources of a people. So if you are not fair when administering the resources of the people, then there can be no trust. There can be no public trust. And it cannot be said to be a democracy, like you inquire. Democracy is government of the people. So if the people cannot trust you to administer their resources, then you're not legitimate. It is no longer a democracy. It is now oligarchy. Government of the few for the interest of the few. And why are we not going to continue? Why are we not going to continue in this snowball of endless imbroglio of crisis or insecurity when all of these are the question? When you talk about Niger Delta, because we are in Niger Delta, we have to talk about Niger Delta. What have been the basic concerns in this part of the world, in this part of Nigeria? It has been resource control. It has been equity. We are saying, if you are taking, for example, look at the PID bill. If you are taking this from us, can you give us so percentage so that ABC can be put in place, so that we are not left, in doldrum? That has been the nagging problem, and it boils down to equity, it boils down to fairness, and that is trust. So when you don't have those trusts, when you cannot ascribe such kind of trust on your government, you shouldn't be surprised when there is a free for all.
Yeah, okay. So I'd like you to comment on that also. What do you think are the expectations of the people for government?
Let me borrow Boma's words. First, a system that works. Unfortunately, we do not have a system that works. Our system is riddled with mediocrity, very low performance rates, distrust. When you also look at the citizens, they are completely disillusioned. There seems to be no hope. Just talk to the average person on the road. There's a lot of despair, there's a lot of hopelessness. People do not exactly understand and know what is going on. The economic hardship is becoming unbearable. And when it gets to that point, you find out that people have reached their peak. They've reached a saturating point. So what the people basically want to say is a government or a system that works. It's a system that is mindful, of their needs. A system that takes into consideration, their humanity. Because we live to live. And when once that is breached, when once that trust is breached, it becomes like, to hell, to your tents, O Israel. And that's why you see people get into all sorts of things. You see the maneuvers, you see the compromises, you see the great level of vandalism, you see the great level of criminality. The criminality we are dealing with currently is unbelievable. It's assuming a very disturbing dimension. Yes, there was criminality in the past, but you can't compare to what is currently ongoing. We don't even know exactly where to hold it from. Is it the terrorism? Is it the levels of kidnap? 2 weeks ago, I ran into a friend who just told me she's just been released. She went to shop in Aba. She's a trader, and on her return, she usually parks her car somewhere at Element Junction. On her return, by the time she was offloaded or got her goods offloaded, and they were trying to load it into the car, she got into the car trying to manage the central lock. All she had was gunshots. And in the twinkling of an eye, they invaded her car and then dragged her out, put her in the boot, got her tied up. And of course, people were dispersing. Nobody wants to help. And that was how she was in the bush for days. She would have lost her life. And of course, a buoyant ransom was paid to get her released. I mean, how do you get such a person to trust the system?
Okay. No, but in terms of security,
yes,
welfare,
you get the person to
transparency.
trust the system.
Yeah.
I mean, we are at our own mercy. We provide our security, we provide our infrastructure. Where I live, I pay for vigilante, I pay for a gate man, I pay for the road to be managed, I pay for my refuse disposal, I pay for practically everything. You understand? So what exactly is the government doing?
We're going to come back to that. We'd like to go to the Community Orientation and Mobilization Officer, Mr. Samson Olu. We'll be reporting live from Rivers State Judiciary, and so we'll be right back as we take on Mr. Samson Olu from Port Harcourt.
Security within this period. Now that brings us to our topic today: safety and security in this festive season. I'm not here alone, viewers. I'm here with me on my immediate right is Mmaebu Chukwuma. He is the Deputy Corps Commander, Sector Head of Operation, Federal Road Safety Corps, RS 6.1, Rivers State Command. You're welcome to the Rivers State Dialogue, sir.
It's a pleasure, esteemed viewers out there.
And on my immediate left, I have Ogutuashe Michael. Is the Assistant Commander of Corps, and as well as the State Public Relations Officer, NSDC Rivers State Command. You're welcome to the Rivers State Dialogue, sir.
Thank you very much.
Viewers at home, we are doing these things just because of you. Your comments and views cannot be taken for granted. Please let them come in as it will take the discussion to another level. My name is Adiye Senemo. I am your anchor man for today. I am also the Community Orientation and Mobilization Officer for Akutoro Local Government Area. I want to start with you, sir. What is safety and security all about? These questions will take our turns because we are all security. What is safety and security all about? Sir?
Thank you very much. Simply put, when you talk of safety, you're talking about free from harm, free from hurt, free from any danger. A state of safe, whether in the home, whether in the office, whether in the company, while on the road, while on the air. At any point in time, you are free from any hurt or any harm. You are considered to be in a state of safety. Insecurity too has to do with free from the threat of safety. When your safety is threatened and you are prone to harm or any injury that might even result to death, you are seen to be in a state of insecurity. Thank you very much.
Sir, can you add to that?
It's okay. To me, when we are talking about security, like you rightly say, security has to do with protection of lives and property and security. And if you juxtapose it with safety, safety is a state of being free from harm.
That leads me to this one. Is it safety and security are two broad topics that if we want to take them individually, we'll take them, even each of them can be taken for a whole month discussion. You know, is safety consciousness the same thing as being security consciousness? If no, how? If yes, what are the differences? Let me take you on this.
Safety consciousness and
security consciousness.
They are synonymous, but there is a slim difference between them. Safety consciousness has to do with you as an individual, a state of being safe or from being harmed. That is safety from the aspect of safety. Then the other is security. Security is broader. It has to do with the state as a whole of total protection from being harmed. Normally, when we talk of security, is a state of being safe from being harmed. Now, when you can sleep with your two eyes closed, we say there is security. When there's a threat to your life or property or the state, then we say there is insecurity.
Message is from the Central Bank of Nigeria.
A visit to a typical Nigerian market reveals that the prices of food items have skyrocketed by as much as 100% in the last 1 year, consequently making life unbearable and difficult for Nigerian citizens. When the prices of food items and other goods and services increase over a period of time, it affects the entire economy. The cost of living is affected. It impacts also on the cost of doing business and other areas of the economy. I love a quote by Virginia Woolf, which says, "One cannot think well, love well, sleep well, if one has not dined well." What is responsible for these skyrocketing prices of goods and services? Who is to blame? Is it possible to come out of this situation? Is there a way out? Welcome to NOA River State Dialogue. I am Mrs. Esanjumi Richard Halliday, an Assistant Director, National Orientation Agency, River State. I'm your anchor on this program. And I'm here with, to my right, Chief God's Power Omunakwe Wobo. He's the Chairman, Rumuwoji, My One Market Traders Association. My one due. You're welcome, Chief.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you here on this program.
It's my pleasure.
Okay, I have also to my left Mr. Abeke Nikio Mari. I hope I got that right. He's an Assistant Chief Legal Officer of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good to have you here. And our topic of discussion this morning is on the rising costs of goods and services, causes, effects, and solutions. We would love to know the pulse of the people out there on this issue. So join in this conversation by sending in your comments, questions, and suggestions. And you can do that by going to Facebook and YouTube, search for NOA River State, click on the like button on Facebook, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button on YouTube, and you'll be streaming live with us the entire time of this program. I want to tell my guests, welcome again.
Thank you once again.
Welcome. Okay, and I also want to welcome our viewers that are streaming live with us right now. I'd like to start off with you, Chief. We all go to the markets, and besides, you are the chairman of the Rumuwoji My One Deal market. You know, we all patronize this market. We use electricity, we use gas. So what is your opinion about this rising cost of goods and services in Nigeria today?
Thank you very much. I think one of the factors that have caused this rising of goods in the market today is I should attribute it to road. Okay. For instance, before when we want to go to Aba, we spend about 1 hour 45 minutes to get Aba and buy the goods and come back. But now if you're going to Aba, you're spending the whole day. Just to go get to Aba and buy your things and come back, you're spending the whole day. So that is one of the factors that has been causing rise of cost price in the market.
Okay. Now, what about you, Mr. Abeke?
Yes.
You also patronize the market.
Of course.
Despite the fact that you work with the Federal Competition, the Consumer Protection Commission.
Of course, we all feel it. as a salary earner, I understand how my budget is affected every month. If I have to budget, let's say a amount of money for particular consumables for this month, I'll be surprised that the following month my wife will ask for more. So you find it difficult meeting up, and every day you go to the market and come back, there seems to be an addition to it. So it does affect every one of us. But now, taking a look at the causes of these increase, it's a whole lot of factors coming together. Like Chief said, one of them is roads, bad roads or bad infrastructure. Yes, that's one very big challenge we have, and it's a national issue. Because the government is doing its best to ensure that these roads are fixed, as well as the rail system and other means of transportation, so that goods are able to move from one place to the other on time and at low cost. So if this is achieved in the shortest period of time, we want to believe that automatically the ripple effect will equally affect the cost of materials or cost of products or items we have in the market. So hopefully, if that is taken care of, that will go a long way. I equally think that the security challenge in the country is one of the factors contributing to this. Just as Chief said, from here to Aba and come back, not just the road that's an issue, the checkpoints you have to pass through to get to Aba and come back is an issue. I don't think that there's a diversion from the main Aba road. You need to pass through some other means. Why? Because of the security challenges in the country, and the security agencies are doing their best to ensure that the people who are moving from one place to the other are secured. Now, in the course of trying to get this done, you are causing other pains or other effects, other things are happening behind the scene that bring difficulty in bringing products from one place to the other within the time period that they used to be. That has effect on the people who are bringing these products, and they, of course, want to then increase the price in order for them to meet up. Because by the time they go to market and come back one day, going back again, similar challenges or even more challenges, they will need to increase the prices in order to meet up. So these are some of the factors that make prices of things to continue to increase.
Good morning, viewers. You're welcome to National Orientation Agency Media Dialogue here in Port Harcourt, the weekly sensitization program of the National Orientation Agency, Rivers State. Today we have yet another interesting topic, but before then I think we will have to know the guests that we have here. We have with us, first of all, on my right is Ellis Dapa, is a Deputy Director of Programs with the National Orientation Agency, Rivers State. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
We also have a very distinguished personality that is being invited to this guest today to shed more light on a very interesting topic here. She's no other person than Asha Benson. It's a development media consultant and of course a gender action place. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much for having me. Hello, everyone.
Yes, today, like I said, is another very important program, very important topic, which I know that it's going to be our viewers' delight. We're going to look at poverty, dividends of democracy, and of course poverty alleviation. And madam, you have actually seen what poverty is like here in Nigeria. Lots of persons, talk about poverty. There's hardly any family that you go that you don't talk about poverty. And so to some, poverty is just a perception. Some is just like an idea. I don't know what you have to say about that.
Well, you're telling me there's a new definition for the word poverty, and I believe that the Nigerian dimension has given rise to the possibility of giving a new definition to the word poverty. Poverty is something that everybody can see. You can see it in your environment in Nigeria today. You can see it in the next neighbor. It's virtually everywhere. I think the Bible says to us that there will always be the poor amongst us. But I think we have taken a new dive. The dimension, the depth, and the scope of poverty has actually increased in Nigeria. So it's something that everybody can see. Don't tell me it's an idea. Anybody who says it's an idea is lying to themselves.
Well, yes, that is because some persons will just want to feel, push anything for any, for any subject, and then want others to believe perhaps that's the reason. But in any case, that is, by the way, we move on with what we're here for today, and of course, we'll look at democratic dividends. The topic, democratic dividends.
Democratic
and yes, and then of course.
I think that there are actually two different subjects here, if you ask me. Democratic dividend, what is it? I think we have a wrong conception of what democratic dividend is. If we're talking of democracy, the dividends of democracy in the first place is power. Is your power to express power.
Okay.
Your power to express yourself, your power to be yourself, to do what you have to do within the ambit of the law. Yes. That is the dividends of democracy. Yes. We are beginning to see dividends of democracy in Nigeria as the largesse you take home.
Okay.
It's beginning to look like, when you give me roads, you have given me a dividend of democracy. But giving me roads, giving me the simple social amenities are actually what government is supposed to do. It's what I expect from my government. Infrastructural development, yes. It's not a dividend of democracy. It's not. It's what you should provide.
Okay.
But we're beginning to take it in a different dimension. That is why every politician can come out and give you 4,000 naira for 4 years. Yes. Give you half a bag of rice for 4 years. That is not dividend of democracy. But they also, the politicians themselves, they are regarding that as dividend of democracy. So they are enjoying the dividend of democracy in that they are lining their pockets, they are taking home what they shouldn't take home, they have houses, they have cars. For them, that is dividend of democracy. But it is not. Dividend of democracy is that I put you there. Dividend of democracy in a military.
But for me, all these are what I would call fruits of governance. Fruits of governance.
That is what governance is about.
So they are not dividend of democracy. Because even a military government, we are talking about democratic dividends. So even a military administration can also provide these things.
Exactly.
The military administrations, they provide roads, they provide flowers, they provide bridges, they pay salaries, they pay gratuities and all that. So.
All of you out there, on behalf of the National Orientation Agency, Rivers State, Nigeria, we want to appreciate all our partners that made 2021 a robust year for the agency. We want to appreciate the United Nations Children Education Fund, UNICEF, the Rivers State Ministry of Information, the Rivers State Primary Healthcare Management Board, the Independent Corrupt Practices and other related offences commission, Nigerian Security and Civil Defence Corps, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Federal Road Safety Corps, Nigerian Immigration Service, Nigerian Police, the Independent National Electoral Commission, and the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission.
We also want to thank the media, Treasure FM 98.5, Radio Rivers 99.1 FM, Garden City Radio 89.9 FM, Wave FM 91.7, Love FM 97.7, Reading 93.7 FM.
We also want to thank NGOs and CSOs that partnered with the agency this year, 2021. Kemekache, Stakeholders Democracy Network, Transition Monitoring Group, TMG, Connected Development, CODE, Oxfam, Police Community Relations Committee, Youth Development and Total Health Initiative, River State Ethnic Youth Federation, Yoke Vigilante.
Our most esteemed gratitude to His Excellency King Professor Ambassador Junior Onyeche Promise Obinna, Eze Ikemba 1, Onyeshiala Olakwo, Agurisi Ancient Kingdom, Eche Ethnic Nationality, River State, Nigeria, and National President Nastrom. His Royal Highness Emere Emperor J.D. Impe II, J.P. One A. Alessa the 10th, Paramount Ruler Alessa Eleme, Eze Chris Akane, PhD, Paramount Ruler Rumo Law Community, and Eze Evo II. Chief Ambassador Dr. Mrs. Christy Iwezo, JP, State Focal Person, Association Against Child Sexual and Gender-Based Violence, and Honorable Pastor Mrs. Nancy Iprinye Chidiwankwa, PhD, Guidance and Counseling Consultant.
Our thanks also goes to Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, ALCON, Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, PENGASIN, National Union of Road Transport Workers, National Association of Surface Tanks, Oil and Gas Retailers of Nigeria, NASTROM, FADAMA, Obiako Local Government Area, River State Council of Traditional Rulers, River State Universal Basic Education Board, the Nigerian Correctional Services, Mass Communication Department of the River State University, Risk Communication and Community Engagement, Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, River State Agency for the Control of AIDS, RIVSACA, National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, and the River State House of Assembly. Thank you.
We are also grateful to Nigeria Info 92.3 FM, Wazobia FM 94.1, Today FM 91.1, Atlantic Television Network, Wish FM, African Independent Television, AIT.
On behalf of the agency, let me also thank the Rumuwoji Maiwan Market Traders Association, Arise for Gender and Livelihood Initiative, Social Action, River State, African Women Lawyers Association, Federation of International Women Lawyers, FIDA, Conrad Adenua Sifton, CAPS, Association Against Child Sexual and Gender-Based Violence, Kenyan Peace, Women and Community Development Initiative, Christian Association of Nigeria.
Our special thanks also to Barrister Hayakin Onyokun, foremost rights activist, Mr. Cosmos Dine, peace advocate and conflict management consultants, Mr. Ruben Okwa, Secretary Onyada Peace Committee, Anani Local Government Area, Pastor Asha Ibe Benson, Communication and Development Consultant, Mr. Frank Enyawaji, Public Affairs Analyst, Honorable Ernest Roland Douglas, Career Guidance and Counseling Consultant, Mr. Biobele Tawariboko, Convener Rivers Working Group.
A special thanks goes to some professional bodies who also partnered with us in the year 2021. Our thanks goes to the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, the Nigerian Union of Journalists NUJ, Port Harcourt Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, Association of Heads of Federal Government Establishments, River State, National Union of River State Students, and the Nigerian Medical Association, NMA. Thank you.
Also to River State Television, RSTV, NTA, Nigeria Television Authority, River State Artisans Cooperative Society, News Angle, Bloggers Association River State, and View River State Media Network, FR News Nigeria, we say thank you.
We will not also forget to express our profound gratitude and appreciation to the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Faith for Life, We the People, Coalition of Civil Society Organization River State, African Cleanup Initiative, Kagote Pioneer Ogoni Sociocultural Organization, Ngonabo John Foundation, White Brigade, and the Youth for New Nigeria, YNN.
It is on this note that on behalf of the Director General of the National Orientation Agency, once again, we wish to express our profound, very profound gratitude for all of you that made the year 2021 a worthy one. We are very much conscious of the fact that the task of building a new Nigeria through the propagation of government policies and programs, attitudinal change and feedback, that task is not what we can do alone, but we need a partnership and collaboration of all. And taking into consideration the fact that we are getting into a critical year, the year that will forerun the 2023 general elections, we need every person on board to make the year a robust one so that we can deliver on a peaceful, credible, free and fair elections in the year 2023. Once again, we count on your cooperation. Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and welcome to NOA River State Dialogue. On behalf of the National Orientation Agency, River State, Nigeria, we want to appreciate all our viewers who streamed live with us on Facebook and YouTube all through the year 2021. You made the program a success. And on behalf of the agency, we want to say a big thank you. We also want to thank the State Director, Barrister Young Ayotamuno, and his management team for the opportunity to serve. We say thank you again and again. And remember that you can stream live with us by going to Facebook, search for NOA River State, click on the like button, and you'll be streaming live with us. Don't forget, you can also stream live with us on YouTube. By going to YouTube, search for NOA River State, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button. We remain faithful in bringing you up-to-date information on government policies, programs, and activities. This is the National Orientation Agency, River State, Nigeria. Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year to all our viewers out there. Thank you.